Hey, Riding Side Saddle, it's Lisa.
And Tammy.
Here we are talking away.
We are. We just come to realize that is apparently an important part of who we are. So, podcast it is.
Yep, it's why we're here.
Yeah.
Wow, this feels like the longest season that we have ever had.
Yeah, I think when we switched to every other week, it expanded the time of our seasons.
It doubled it.
Yeah, it did.
It doubled it. So we're calling it.
Yeah, we may have to work on that in the off season because we don't really have a schedule anymore. We're just flying by the seat of our pants.
Yes. This is the end of season 9. Dun, dun, dun. And we really did. I mean, aside from the fact that it was elongated,
Yeah.
right? It was 6 months as opposed to 3 months, really. I mean, that's kind of, it's probably not to the date, but it's close.
Pretty close.
We really had some fantastic episodes in this season.
We did.
This season, I think one of the standout pieces was with Grounded Roots Chiropractic.
Yeah, we had
with Erica.
We had 4 episodes with her. That was fantastic.
Learning about the endocrine system. Elizabeth.
You forced her to listen?
I forced her. I got her in the car.
And you turned it on.
We started going down the road, so I was going too fast for her to get back out. And I was like, listen.
Jump. See what happens.
Yeah. So listen, I just so happened to be re-listening to this episode, and it's really important for you to listen to it.
Yeah.
And she rolled them.
Oh, I can imagine.
So hard. Like, I didn't know that they were going to come back around. But she was held captive, and she did listen.
She did.
And the pieces that she needed to get out.
She did.
Yeah, she did. She did.
That is very...
It was about the cycle syncing piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because she's still, like, in this place of, what do I do for birth control?
Yep. Right. And she's had some other hormonal things happening where, like, being on birth control is just not working for her.
It's not ideal for her in any way. Her
right.
body, like...
It's revolting.
Oh, my gosh. This child, since she's been born, I feel like her body is so sensitive.
Yep.
And it is adamant that you're going to do it the right way.
And her brain is like,
stubborn
I'm going to do what I want.
Yes. She might have.
Don't tell me what to do. You don't know me. And her body's like, yeah, I do.
Well, guess what? I am you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She might have a little bit of me in her. And she fought for years.
Yep.
And now she's starting to be like, all right, maybe we can.
Actually, I do feel better when I'm eating properly and I'm active and I'm,
Maybe I can be friends with my body as opposed to forcing it into submission.
And it's not that you can't do that.
No.
That's not a thing.
No, your body forces you into submission.
Right.
That's fine. I'll one-up you.
Fine.
I will make you feel like shit.
You want to dance?
That.
Do ya?
Right. Got a couple of quarters for the jukebox.
Hold my beer. Yeah. Yep.
Got some fancy footwork for you.
Yeah, for sure.
So that
that was good.
That stands out
and timely for
absolutely,
Elizabeth, for sure.
Absolutely timely. What I'm finding, so I told her essentially, I'm like, listen, like, are you having sex? Of course you're having sex. You have a boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend and you're
in a committed relationship. Yep. Like, you're 18. This is like, although she gets like 3 sheets of red.
Does she?
Oh my
it makes her so uncomfortable.
She hates talking about these things with me.
It's a normal human function, you know?
It's so different between my daughters. Like, Deidre will tell me more things than I probably
I don't want to know
ever
all that.
want to know.
Yeah.
Elizabeth is like, I do not ever want to speak about this with you.
That is interesting.
It's very interesting. Anyway, I lock the doors. I make her talk about these things. And I said, I will track down a class and I will pay for it so that you have a better understanding of your body, so that you can manage your own fertility through
family planning and all of those things.
Through understanding.
Yeah.
If like at minimum, right?
Right.
Like, and then you can make some good choices based on, but that's the foundational piece. It's not easy to find these classes.
No, I imagine it isn't.
At all. So I haven't even gotten her to commit to like taking the class.
You're still in the research phase.
I am. I'm also in the wishful thinking phase.
All right.
So here we are. But I feel like that's something.
But Dr. Erica with Grounded Roots Chiropractic, that was what spurred all of that.
100%. Sorry, I just went
No,
off.
that's all right. No worries.
Yeah, so that those series of episodes were probably some of my favorites.
I would agree.
From this season.
For sure. I would absolutely agree. We had Lori on and Jessica too.
We had
Those
Lori.
were good. We had a lot of guests this season.
Yeah, we did. We kind of brought that back in. We did have Lori early in the season. We had Jessica, I think, a number of times.
Yeah,
in
at
this
least
season.
twice, I want to say.
Yep. I'm getting my seasons confused now, if it was 8 or 9. But we had Lori and Mary on together. That's when I got shit on.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we did.
The bird
No, that
shit
was
episode.
Jessica.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
Mary.
I'm sorry. I said
that's
the wrong.
right. We had Mary back too. Yes. Yeah, we've had a lot of guests and a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. For sure. So it's over. That's it. I know we ended our last episode was so big and so heavy. I feel like our last 2 were really pretty heavy.
Yeah.
I've had some time to do some more reflecting. I've come to realize that when I am going to spend time with my family, not everyone in my family, but certain family functions, I start imagining all sorts of things months ahead of time. And the conversations I'm having in my own head, the arguments I'm having in my own head. And I tell myself I'm preparing myself, like I'm putting on my, my armor, my battle armor. So when I get there, I'm ready to say the things that I know I'm going to need to say. And then I get there and it is not at all what I think it's going to be. And all of the things I had worked myself up with and for and to, none of it comes to fruition.
Yeah.
And then I realize I've wasted all of this time and all of this energy, that I don't have extra energy in the first darn place. And I've wasted it imagining things that never really happened.
So interestingly, we were in our
our planning session.
Yeah, our planning session. Thank you. We were talking about this, and I was like, "Oh, this is a to be continued, really, from last episode." However, now that you're speaking about it, it's also a to be continued, or a second part of our rumination discussion that we had as well.
So the last 2 episodes.
Yeah. Like that's where you spent a lot of your time in ruminating and spinning.
Exactly. And I told myself it was like for my own good to do that.
To be prepared.
Right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Right.
And I didn't need it anyway.
Right.
So I had created scenarios that were not, like, they never even happened.
You fought fights.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes.
Figured out plan B, how to manage situations that were attacks against you.
Absolutely. And you know what? Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, it led me down one rabbit hole after another. It didn't even stop with the people I expected that I would see at this party. I mean, not everyone in my past, but other people in my past who I maybe had unfinished business with. It just kept going. It took on a life of its own. I should have used my own advice and find that, that place in my mind that is wonderful. And how does it feel? What does it look like? How do you feel? What do you smell? What do you see?
Right.
I didn't do that.
Right. So when we had the rumination conversation,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was before the episode that we recorded or after, but I read something that spoke to how your brain conditions itself.
For sure.
So as you kind of spiral out, right?
Yep.
Which I do. I mean, we talked about that at length. All people do that to some degree. That spin, it's like a recurring pattern that
Yeah.
happens in your mind. And I feel like that's what you're talking about right now, where
Sure.
it just didn't stop with this situation.
No.
It, like your mind was like, oh, this is what we're doing.
Yep.
Well, this is open-ended, and this I still feel shitty about, and this didn't work out the way it was supposed to, and I
Yeah.
have unresolved feelings with this person.
Correct.
So I'm just going to bring it all up because
yeah.
this is what we're doing now.
Yes.
And it's like
That's exactly
patterning
what
over
happened.
and over and over and over.
Things that I haven't thought about in a long time. People I haven't thought about in a long time.
And you can't get out of it then.
Right.
Right.
Right. It kind of took on a life of its own.
Yeah.
For days.
Yeah.
And then I really was like, so this is just silly. I have to stop this. I don't have the energy for this.
Right.
Yeah. And then I went to the event, and it was really fun and lovely, and
nothing that you had
I
created
needed
in your head.
No.
Well, good. I'm happy to hear that.
I mean, I'm happy that's how it turned out, but I'm reflecting on my behavior before the event.
Of course.
And how I've wasted my time and my energy. I'm letting people have control over me.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
And they're not even present.
They're not even here.
Right.
Right. Right.
It's induced by you.
It for sure is. Yep. So once again, just when I think I have things, I have that figured out, I don't actually. They come in when I'm thinking about something else. Now I've got the whole big old bag of shit to look through again.
You just tucked it away.
Apparently.
In the back.
I thought it was
somewhere.
Buried, dead and gone. It wasn't.
It was buried.
Not that far. Apparently, it's just in my backpack.
Your handy dandy backpack.
Right. Yeah. That.
Let's just look in this handy dandy self-development backpack.
So it turns out you should never open the backpack, actually. Once you put stuff in there, zip it closed and leave it closed.
Leave it on the bus.
Yeah. Right. Leave it at the airport. I mean, they frown upon that.
Yeah,
They don't
do
want
that.
unattended bags, but kind of like leave it at the airport. Don't pick it up. Leave it on the carousel.
Right. There you go.
Let it be lost luggage.
Yeah, it's been a heavy season in some regards.
It kind of was, wasn't it? The end for sure was.
It's been heavy.
Yeah.
But we just had this conversation. I've been teasing all season that Scott has been listening again.
Yeah.
Right? He had taken a hiatus for a while, and I thought I was in the clear, so
Right.
I was making jabs and
Jokes.
talking
and,
smart. And,
Right.
And
then he's listening again.
Yeah, and he's listening again.
And he's throwing your own words right back at you.
Yes, yes. Or throwing them in when I'm least expensive. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, oh, it's actually something I said. Okay.
The context was all wrong.
Right. But he actually had an interesting observation, this week. So he was listening to that most recent episode. And he said, I realized something. He's like, it's not a critique in the podcast. He said, it's a critique or an observation in myself that when you guys start talking about these really deep conversations, very self-development, which is a really big part of what Writing Side Saddle
For
is,
sure.
right? Like it really evolved down that path as we started out and continued on. So when we dive into those things that are really deep, he said that it's hard for him to keep the motivation to deep dive with us. Not because he doesn't care about the subject or he can't relate, but because self-development is hard.
And you have to be in that place, right? Not everyone who listens to every episode is in that place.
Right.
I did have someone tell me that once before too, that sometimes it's just too hard.
Yeah.
And they're looking for an escape. They're not looking for self-development every time.
Yeah. And that's fair.
It is.
And
things just come up when they come up.
They do,
you know?
Right? I mean, these are life things. We don't generally
really
bring
plan
these
this out.
Because,
it just happens.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the shit that life is made out of.
For sure.
And I don't necessarily feel so bad about that from a recording perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I say that is it may not apply directly right now, or someone might not be ready right now, but it will scratch something.
For sure.
And it'll be sitting back there. And when the time is right, they're going to be like, oh, fuck.
I remember when
those bitches were right.
Oh, that's really all we want is to be right.
A lot of the time.
Just tell me I'm right. I'll be yours forever.
Scott. Yeah. So I don't feel so bad
I hear
about
what
that.
You're saying. We plant a little seed and it'll grow when it's meant to grow.
Right. And that happens for us too, right?
For sure.
I might be going through something. We talk about it here. You're like, okay, that's fine. Here's the topic for tonight.
Yeah.
And then we often find that we navigate through some of the same types of things.
We do.
It's, the outside
different
looks
but similar.
Different. Right. The outside looks different, but the core of the lesson is oftentimes the same.
Yep.
And vice versa.
Yep, for sure.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there was some of that thrown in at the end of this season 9. Yeah. It was
always timely.
Kind of ran the gamut, I feel like. It was timely. I genuinely generally when the same thing comes up, the same topic comes up,
themed
and different with different people in my life, I'm like, so that's the thing.
Yes.
Pay attention. Maybe that's something to explore. Let's dive into it, and then we'll talk about it and on our podcast. A lot of topics, that's how they come up.
I agree. And when they're happening all around you and it's like tapping you on the shoulder, tick, tick, tick. Yep. Oh, here. Oh, shit. That's the same thing, but over in this situation, tick, tick, tick. Sometimes you just don't. Sometimes it's happening within yourself or in your situation too, but you're so close to it that you don't
see it that way.
Right. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, shit. This is...
So here I thought I was giving advice when actually I was talking to myself.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That. Right.
Yeah, that's a thing too.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mean, like specifically like the rumination thing.
Yep.
Right? That's a really great example.
That's a great example. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, that's interesting. That really is something that I felt like I had really under control. And then, big thing happens and I'm sucked right back in. In my everyday, I have that under control.
Right.
But not when it's a big thing.
Right. Right.
Apparently I don't.
Yeah. So, not that we need to get really deep and heavy again.
No, this is meant to be a check-in. We're going to, wrap it up.
We're going to wrap this bitch up. I think both of us have kind of been struggling a little bit just individually recently, just with our own stuff, but feelings of overwhelm, right? And anxiety and totally different situations,
For sure.
but absolutely kind of in that same space of, I don't feel great.
Yeah.
I don't really 100% know what's going on right now. Nothing crazy is happening.
Right.
Like the bottom's not dropping out.
No.
But like there's just so much and so many things. And it feels like, for instance, this situation with the family gathering that you talked about, right? You've known about it for some time. It wasn't like this big bombshell that happened a week ago and you couldn't stop thinking about it for a week. But in those...
I've been thinking about it for months.
Right.
Yeah.
In those moments of like quiet or thing, you know, it just like creeps right in. But those are the things that you're like, you know, somebody's like, you're like, I'm not doing great. Well, what's going on? I'm not sure.
I
don't really know what's going on. But behind the scenes, it's like filling your cup up slowly and quietly. And
that feels yucky.
Well, and I realized this about myself this past week, that like I'm full blown anxious and like full anxiety and having a really hard time managing it. But I don't have any specific thing to say, this happened this week. It blew me out of the water. I'm not grounded. I'm not on my feet. It's just, well, this happened a year ago and it's in my cup. And this happened like 2 years ago and I still haven't completely processed that. And then this is an ongoing thing that I deal with. And they're all these little things, but they're filling my cup, not in a good way.
No.
Right? And all of a sudden,
you're over.
Yes, like so I'm at the surface and the water's just bubbling at the surface. All
a couple of drops and you're overflowing.
You get 3 more drops in there,
which are nothing things, right? They're just little. Everyday little things like, oh darn it, we're out of milk, or you know,
or I fucked up that bill and now I'm getting a late notice. Right? I thought I put it in and
I guess
something
I didn't pay
happened.
It. Yeah, right.
And all of a sudden you're like, I can't do this.
It throws you over.
I just can't do this.
Yeah.
Like it's too much.
Yeah.
And I feel like that has been a thing.
So how do you get rid of this stuff? Maybe that's what we have to figure out and
not
explore
today.
For next for next season or in a couple of seasons maybe.
Right.
How do you let the things out that
to empty your cup,
it so
right?
that
we always talk about filling your cup.
Well, there's filling your cup with good things, but when you are already saturated,
right,
and there's no room for anything else, and then everyday life happens.
If you ask me to take your clothes to the dry cleaning, I'm probably going to kill you.
Right.
And they're like, oh, okay.
I'm out of milk, and I have to have a huge fight about it. Right. Like. Right.
Shouldn't really be that big of a deal.
Right.
I just
run
asked
to the gas station and get some milk. It's a 3-minute round trip.
Right.
Deal.
Is that really that big of a deal?
Right. Do we really have to be mad about it? Right.
You're like, yes.
Yeah. Like, and that is where it gets to, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. So I'm just having that realization within myself.
Yeah. So figuring out how to let those things go. No, so those, I guess I would, and I don't know what other word to use because this feels like it should be used for the most extreme of circumstances, but I don't know what other word to use, so I'll use it. It's all those little traumas.
It is.
Right? And maybe they're not little, maybe they're even medium sized, maybe they're
big,
even big, right?
But maybe they're old.
That's what I mean.
And you have to keep you have to just keep trudging along.
So either you get a bigger container, or you got to let some of it out. How do you let it out?
Right. Good question. I don't know that.
So that when you run out of milk, you're not overflowing and feel like you need to quit.
Right.
Everything. Your whole life. Yeah.
Or you can't get out of bed.
Right.
Because somebody asked me for milk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna dig around for that because we don't have any answers.
That is not
for
a today issue.
Yeah, that might not even be a podcast issue. I don't know. We might have to explore that on our own before we can come up with something. I don't know.
All right.
We might need a professional. Anyway, the rest of my life is going well. The grands are all good. Everybody's home.
That's good.
Yeah. Evan, my oldest grandson, he messaged me the other day. He said, "What are you doing this weekend? You want to hang out?" That just warmed my heart. I cannot tell you.
Listen, if you have an adult grandson,
I know,
who is reaching out to you
to
ask you to spend time,
right?
Man, take every second.
I sure did. I jumped all over that and came up with a plan right away.
That is the best.
It is the best.
That is the best.
Very best.
Mhm.
Yep, for sure.
My grandson still wants to hang out with me, but he's four
He's
and
four.
a half, right?
Right.
It is mulberry season.
Yeah.
And we have, I don't know, 3 or 4 mulberry trees. So he got to our house on Friday, and I said, I have a surprise for you.
He loves
like
that.
eyes big as
Yep.
saucers, and I grabbed him by the hand, and we start walking on the grass, and I didn't tell him
Where you were going.
where we were going or what was happening. He's like, "Where's my surprise, Nana? I don't see a surprise.
I see a pony in the
I just,
field.
yeah, I just see a bonfire pit. I
Uh-huh.
don't see a surprise." And we walked up to the mulberry tree, and I was like, "Look. He was thrilled.
Oh.
That kid ate mulberries, both hands, and sometimes not even hands. Like he
Oh.
would put his mouth up to the mulberry on the tree
wow.
and eat it
Just
off the
eat
tree
it right off the tree.
for at least an hour. Non-stop eating.
Oh my goodness.
We got chairs out so that he could reach the branches.
Wow.
Like we moved it
a
multiple
whole
times.
production.
It was a very big deal. And then he got a very bad stomach ache.
Too much of a good thing.
Yeah, he said that he ate mulberries that were not ripe. Like they have, variation
yeah,
of
for
ripeness.
sure.
Some of them are
They're
white.
still white. That'll make your tummy hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was not doing very well.
Oh,
But
that's why we don't eat the white on a watermelon.
now he knows.
Yeah.
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 That's also true. But as long as I have a mulberry in hand, that boy is by my
He's
side.
yours. Locked in.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That's so cute.
Probably when he's 18 too.
Maybe.
As long as he
Maybe
doesn't go
so.
too overboard and kill it for himself, right?
Oh,
before
by
he
eating
turns
too many
18.
and then
Yeah.
it's turned off. Yeah. Yeah. You're going to maybe have to get him a little bowl that he can eat
That
as many out of the bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
Yeah. That's so cute. That's cute. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know. Spent a little time up north. We just had the 4th of July here. Independence Day happened in America a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. We didn't see one darn firework that
You
whole
didn't?
weekend. And I don't
Wow.
really, that does not
You
bother
were,
me
like,
at all.
Hermit.
Yeah. Well, the kids had too much fun during the day, and it was time for bed, and
It was time for
I
bed.
was exhausted. I was like, all right. Plus, we had some rain on and off
Yeah, we
over
did.
the holiday
Yeah,
weekend, so
yeah.
it just didn't quite work out. But that does not bother me one single bit.
Yeah, they're still little. They don't know what they missed.
Agree.
Mm-hmm.
Agree.
We did see fireworks. The lake that our cottage is on, there's somebody on the lake who actually does a
them?
whole display.
That's awesome.
And it's for an hour, and it's spectacular.
That's
and
awesome.
yeah. So we did have a lot of fun. We had, we had a revolving door at our cottage. I had more laundry to do than I didn't even know we had that many people until the end of
Yeah.
my time there. I was like, where is this laundry? Is never ending. So,
Oh, that
but
sounds
that's
fun,
a good
though.
thing though.
Yeah, it is good.
for sure.
You're putting it to good use.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. It was fun, and it's fun to share it with other people too. So
Nice.
yeah, that was nice.
Nice.
It's
Well,
been a fun summer.
it has been so far. It's been a hot summer, but
Well, yeah, since like the end of June.
yeah.
It took a long time for it to get hot though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. It did. It was rainy, and then it continued to be rainy, but now humid and hot
Yeah.
along with rainy. Kind of tropical here right now.
Yep.
Feeling.
It is. I feel like you feel that more than I do. We have central air, so it doesn't it's not
It doesn't
tropical
phase
in
you.
our house.
Yeah,
You don't have central air. You
Correct.
have some units throughout your house, but it's not the same.
correct. In fact,
Mhm.
Tammy said, she's like, oh, I think the phone is going to pick up the background noise of the air conditioner in the car.
Yeah.
So she wanted to just open the windows tonight. I'm
Turn
like,
the
girl,
car off.
you are going to be recording with me naked.
Right.
If you think that I am going to sit here it's
it's
still 90 degrees and
Well, that is
almost
true.
9 o'clock at night.
that is true.
There's no
It is
fucking
warm.
way I'm sitting out here
It's warm without the air on.
with clothes on.
Well, at least Liz is going to get arrested. This is the end of riding side saddle.
You're not gonna hear winter coat going shh shh.
No,
shh,
no
You'll hear
swishing.
my thighs sticking.
Oh, that's
Everything's
funny.
sticking to
Everything
the
will
seats.
stick, yeah. I don't have leather seats, though, so there's that. You're welcome.
Just my sweat will
Yeah.
just
Oh,
sink into the
yuck,
seats.
yuck, yuck.
You are welcome for that.
Oh, yeah.
So-
So Arizona, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but yeah, we opted for windows up
We did.
and clothes on.
It's just better for everyone
It
this
is
way.
better for everyone. Yeah.
But that comment actually leads me to a new topic. So it's been very tropical feeling here. I haven't really shared too much of this on the podcast, again, because it takes me a little bit of time to process things and to share things and communicate. But I have a quick update about Liz.
Yeah.
So last August, I'm sure I shared this on the podcast, she had moved out. She had moved in with her dad
Mm-hmm.
and stayed there for a number of months when she turned 18. And Scott and I had our very first experience of being
True
empty nesters.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed it.
Uh-huh.
Liz was, 30 minutes away.
Yeah,
I could go
you could
and
see
visit
her
her
regularly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
You weren't
checked in with
estranged.
her all the
She
time.
just opted
Right.
to live with her dad for
Right,
a while.
right,
She had
right.
not done that.
right.
Now she's 18.
Now
She
she-
wanted to try
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
She also started dating somebody during that period of time. And I didn't really get to meet this young man because she wasn't living with me, right?
Yeah.
So she's also, like I had mentioned earlier, she's just very private about these things. She doesn't, man, I gotta
She
pull
doesn't
this
let
shit
you in
out.
very easily.
I just gotta
yeah.
pull this shit out of her. So no, I didn't get to meet him. She liked him, right?
Mhm.
And she had been spending a lot of time with him. Again, I still hadn't met him. They went on an adventure.
A grand adventure.
Oh my gosh, it scared the living shit out of me. So I don't know when it was, probably late February, early March. She's like, so this person that she's dating, they had been she was kind of couch surfing. She'd be with her dad and then she'd go and stay with him for a while. And
Yeah.
I was like, well, they decided that they were going to move out on their own. But the kicker of it is that they moved to Thailand.
Yeah. Yeah, they weren't just moving down the street on their own.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They were
Literally
having a grand adventure.
across the world.
Yeah.
I lost my mind for a hot minute. And she was deliberate in the fact that she didn't tell me that they were doing this until 2 weeks before they were leaving.
So tickets are bought.
Right.
This is a thing.
This
You're not
is when
talking me out of
This
it.
is when I'm leaving,
Yeah.
which is totally a Lisa thing to do, by the way.
I don't want you to tell me I can't, so I'll do it, and you won't know
Right.
till the last minute.
I'll let you know, but it'll have been done.
Yeah.
Right. It's set in stone. I'm
Yep.
doing this. Don't even bother trying to talk me out of it. So they went. And they spent about 10 weeks in Thailand. He's pursuing MMA
Mhm.
fighting there. And that area is well known for being able to cultivate that. So anyway, they spent 10 weeks across the world in the tropics, literally an island off of Thailand is where they spent that time. She came back and she's now home. I've missed her. I missed her terribly. So I'm super, very, very happy to have her
With the
home.
time change, that's it's hard to connect because you're on different ends of the day.
You know what? It actually was kind of easy to connect.
Okay.
Right? Because her 8 p.m. was my 8 a.m.
Oh.
So she was settling in for the evening
And
while
you
I
were
was
just
starting my
ramping up.
day.
Okay.
Yeah, so it kind of worked out. We we talked probably more when she was across the world than when she was 30 minutes away.
Okay.
It was a very interesting dynamic. I will tell you though, I mean, it was hard, and I was scared to death, like, because a whole number of things
For sure
could have gone awry. And that's probably part of the other reason why I stayed so connected with her.
Yeah.
Or we stayed connected with each other, because she knew I was afraid. And I think there was a part of her that,
she
know,
might
had
have been
some
too. That's
anxiousness
got to be
about it
scary,
as well.
even if it's exciting.
100%.
Yeah.
I will tell you in retrospect, and it's always hindsight,
Of
right,
course.
that you see these things. And she and I have had conversations about it, that the experiences that she's had in this last year, moving out of our house, moving in with her dad, kind of couch hopping for a little while, going to Thailand and having that experience, has changed her as a person, like, to her core.
Wow.
In fact, we spoke about it today, and she kind of talks about the old her versus who she is now.
Wow.
And this period of time in this last year, like, changed the core of who she is.
That's incredible.
So she's been home now for about 2 months, about 2 months. And I see it. I see it every day.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Your teenager left little girl left and a young woman showed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And she's putting one foot in front of the other, and she's building, putting her building blocks in place to
That's
really
terrific.
set herself up to be just in a different place.
Yeah.
Like, mentally
As
and
an adult.
physically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting her adult life.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool to see.
It's been a journey. And it still continues to be,
Of course,
right?
everybody is.
Building blocks don't build themselves all in.
No.
Rome wasn't
We're
built in a day,
No.
right?
I think you build blocks until you die.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's something.
That's very
something
cool.
big.
Yeah. Yay, Liz.
Mhm. So no, we're no longer empty nesters.
No, you're not. You regressed a little bit in that
Yeah,
way,
a little, but it's
it's
definitely
not like having a
different
child
dynamic.
at home anymore
For
either,
sure.
though.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been good.
Yeah. That does sound really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy for her. I'm happy for you.
Thanks. I am too.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I've seen Liz. She looks fantastic. She just looks lighter and brighter in her face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
The whole world
She's
isn't
happier.
weighing on her. Yeah.
She's happier as a
for
person.
sure. You can see it.
Yep.
It's visible. Good for her.
It makes me happy too.
Yeah, for sure.
That's my updates.
Those are good things.
Yeah.
All good things. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that'll be the end of season 9 then. So we'll have a couple of snacks before we're back with a full episode. It'll be probably a month or so before we have a full episode out again. But we'll have a couple of little snacks in the meantime, so we don't lose sight of each other.
Right.
Yeah. Don't leave us.
We'll be back.
We have abandonment wounds. Don't trigger that.
Oh God, that's another season 10 topic.
Well, I don't know if that's a season anything topic. All right. Till next time. Till next season then.
We'll see you.
All right.
Bye.
Toodaloo.